Hello everyone, we will solve this today's LeetCode problem. The question is minimum number of pushes to type word to. It's a LeetCode medium. Let's see what the question is asking. So we have given a string word containing lower English letters. Telephone keypads have keep mapped with a distinct collection of lowercase English letters which can be used to form words by pushing them. So if you have used a keypad phone, you remember that to type the numbers we need to press to type the number to type the letter C we need to press the two three times. To type the number E you need to press three two times. So that was the keypad number, right? So here the question is asking to us to we can remap the keys from 2 to 9 distinct collections of letters. The keys can be remapped to any amount of letters, but each letter must be mapped to exactly one key. So the question is asking us to we can map these the lowercase letters to any numbers, right? But each character must be present in only one number, right? So a cannot be present in 2 and 5 both. A can only be present either in 2 or either in 5 or either in any number, right? So we can simply remap the question. So we will remember that we can remap the alphabets to any number, but not uh, but not more than one, right? But not more than one, right? And also we need to find what we need to find that we need to find the minimum number of times the keys will be pushed to type the string word. So we have given a string word, and we need to find the minimum number of times we will push the button so that the word can be typed, right? So the word can be typed, right? So it's a very the question is very easy to be understand, right? So we need to just find the minimum number of times, right? So if we see the first question, this ABCD. So here ABCD is 5 times, right? One, two, three, four, 5. So what we will do, we will see that in the original A is at first, B is at first, C is at first, D at first, and E as first. So we will press 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 times, and we will form this ABCD. So that total will be 5. The total will be 5. 5 number of times we will press this we will press this keys, right? So answer is 5. Press the keys, so answer is 5, right? So same, if you see that in this xyz, in this xy, if you see that there are x, y, and z, right? This is x, y, and z. So basically can be simply, but if you see the original the keypad, xyz in present in numbers which is 9, right? But for that you need to press 1 2 3 and 4 times to get the x and y and z. So that will be not minimum number of times, right? So what we will do, we will remap the characters to two distinct numbers, right? Two distinct numbers, right? I will put x to any numbers distinct number 2, y let's say 3, and z to 4, right? And what we'll do, I can now get this x only one time pressing, y only one time, z only one time, right? So I will check that x is how much times, 1 2 3 and 4, right? X is at 4 times present, y is also 4 times present, and z is also 4 times present, and I can get all the three in one times, right? So so x I can get x y z. Now I can get in one type, right? So total how many types would be there to make this string? Total 4 into total xyz is 3, which is 12, right? So the answer is 12, right? The answer is, you can see here, it is 12. So I hope you understood the question. And also while understanding the understanding this example, you will also figure out that how will you approach this, right? So one thing is clear that, so okay, one thing to observe here, that we have 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, total 8, right? Total 8 distinct numbers, right? Total 8 distinct numbers. It means i can I can remap the characters such that I can get 8 distinct character 8 distinct character at one type, right? At one type, right? at one times, right? That for sure, right? So what we will do, this question is now become simple, that I will check the total characters in alphabet is total alphabets is 26, right? 26, right? And we have total distinct numbers is 8, right? Now what we will do, we will just now count, right? We will just now count. So now if we want to find the minimum number of pushes, if we found the minimum number of pushes, what we can do, so the maximum number of occurrences of any alphabet must be typed only one times, right? That for sure, right? So suppose if it is given like a b b c c d d, right? So if this d, or let's say again d, like, so this d is occurring, so maximum number of times, which is 2, 4, 6 and 7, right? So a is occurring two times, b is occurring two times, and c is occurring two times, right? So we will first place this d at a distinct number at first position, right? So we will place this d to in place of a or in place of d, right? So that's how we will do. What we will do, just we will we will rearrange the characters according to their frequencies, according to their frequencies frequencies present in the string, present in the string, right? The max frequency should be typed less number of times, right? Should must be get in less number of times, right? In less number of pushes, right? Max frequency characters must be get in less number of frequency. So what we will do, we will just we will just we will just count all the count all the characters present in string, and short in reverse, right? And short in descending order descending order, right? And we will now check that I okay, so one thing is clear, that I can place eight distinct characters in eight numbers, right? So that it got one, right? Eight distinct characters at first position of each number, at first position of eight numbers, right? Next characters, next after this eight, the 9, 10th, 11th distinct characters, next eight distinct characters at second position, right? At second position will be at second position of eight numbers, right? So for this, one push is needed. For this, two pushes is needed. Two pushes needed, right? Right. So one thing to note, that I can form, I can form, I can form till here, right? So next eight distinct characters will need three pushes, right? Three push. So basically, now if you see, if you see that we need to just maintain some make some mathematical formula, so that I can just count at how many pushes we need ultimately, right? I need to just maintain a mathematical formula. So how will we determine? So suppose we have given like a b c d e f double f double g double h double j double k double I double l o, right? So this is a one time, b one time, C one time, D one time, E one time, F three times, G two times, and H two times, J two times, K two times, and I is two times, L is two times, and O is four times, right? Right. So maximum occurrences is of what? O, then F, right? O, F, and what? Then L, I, K, G, H, I, J, K, L, right? G, H, I, J, K, L, and then A, B, C, D, right? Then A, B, C, D, and E, right? So one thing to note that it has more than 8 characters, right? So how we will find it, right? So basically, if you see for O, F, G, H, I, J, 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 till L, I can get this in one times, right? I can get in one times. So what will the answer? So what we will do, we will calculate the frequencies of all, right? Because for this I can get these all characters in one pushes, so I will just count it by one, right? Right. So how many characters are there total? 4 plus 3, which is 7, plus 2 till L, right? So this is 4, 3 plus 7, and this is 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and this is 19. So total 19 into one into one pushes, right? So that will be 19 plus plus. Now this 8 characters left. Now the left character, which is ABCD, must be must needed is to push, right? For this would be at second position in all the 8 alphabets, right? On in all the 5 alphabets, because there is already left 5. So this will be needed how many times? 2 pushes. So ABCD is occurring only one time, so that would be 5 into 2, which is 10. So that will be 19 plus 10, which is 29, right? So this will be how many pushes. So basically we need to determine for 8 characters, right? We need to see that for 8 characters 1 push, for 8 next character 2 push, the next 8 distinct characters 3 push needed, right? So we will determine this is how, right? So how we will generalize this formulas, right? How we will generalize the formula. So basically, if you see that we are going moving for 8 characters, right? For 8 characters. So if you see that if there are more than, if there is less than, there less than 8 distinct characters, 8 distinct I need only one push. So that's the same thing which I have written here, right? That's the same thing, just you just need to implement it, right? Let's see how we will implement it, right? Now the question is just for implementation. So the first thing is to count the total number of characters. So that will be stored in 26 alphabets, right? Can be stored. So this is for auto C, this is word. So what I will do, I will just calculate the total number of occurrences of each character. Now, this needs to be short, and this needs to be short in descending order. Why? Because maximum frequency should be placed at first position, right? Right. Now, we will need to count it, right? So we will start from 26. First, we need to store the count. The second, we need to know that how many pushes we need. First, we will start from one push. Then also we need to find the total number of count of characters, and then we need to find the total number of unique distinct characters, right? So first things to know that I have sorted in descending order. So if vi is 0, we don't need to check further. The second thing, now the total number of unique characters should be increases, plus the count would be increases, the frequencies. And now if the total is equals to, if total is equals to 8, total modulus equals to 0, it means we got our 8 distinct characters. So what we will do, we will insert in our answer, and what we will insert, the total number of count cnt into the total number of push we need. Let's just make it push, so we will better understand. So total number of push we need for this count of frequencies. And now what we need to do, we need to just make it 0, right? After this, right, after this, if there are we have calculated all this and total is not equals to 8, but still the number is left. So also we need to make this push to increases, right? Because after the next characters, the push will be the one greater than the previous one. So at last we will insert this cnt into push, right? And we will return the answer. So what I have done, if you see the implementation, that till 8 characters, I need one push, and for after that I need two push, and then after that I need three push, like that. So what I have done, I'm calculating the total number of distinct characters, and also the frequencies along with that. And if my total characters is divisible by 8, it means I got 8 characters again. So I will push in my answer with multiplying with it, and then I'm increasing our push, right? And after that, if it is left with nothing, then it return our answer, right? So this is how we implement this. Let's try to run this. We have passed the sample case. Let's submit it. Yeah, we have passed all the test cases. So this implementation is very easy to understand, but can be written in can be make can be simplified it more further. That how we can do that. I can use. I don't need all these approaches. I can use this I. How we will use this? Let's see, right? So what I can do, instead of let's, yeah, so I am calculating this count and total, and this 8 is here, right? So instead of doing all of that, I can just use this I index, right? I can just use I index. So what I will do, I will just count this I plus 1 8, right? So this push, this push. So let's just, yeah, right, let's just comment out of. So what I will do, this push will be, how many push will be needed? So if you see the for first 8 characters, I need one push, right? For the next character, I need two pushes, right? And we have started from 0 here. So if I do like this, if I plus 1 by 8, if I do this, so what this do, till 8 characters, till first 8 characters, it will gives us what it will, till it first 8 characters from 0 to 7, it will give me 0, right? 0 to 7, it will give me 0. But for for the seventh character, which is the 8 character, it will give me 1, right? So what I will do, I will just insert answer plus this vi into this push, right? Vi into this push. What I have done, and if there are I plus 1, which is modulus 8, if this is happening, it means I need to just increase my push. I will increase this. Okay. So what I have done, see, till 7 characters, this push will be 0, right? This push will be 0. And when, if this pushes will be 0, uh, it gives me what? It gives me the remainder, and which I have increased the push value. So it will generate one push and multiply with all the frequencies of the characters. When I got the eighth character, right? When I got the eighth seventh characters, so this will give me 1, and this will not be generated by anything. So it will give me 0. So that will also give me push. But when we got the ninth character, it will give me 1, and this also will give me 2, right? So this will be generate 2 pushes. So that is how we will just simplify all these things to like this, right? In these 3 lines, and we don't need this now. We don't need this now because we have already handled the extra when we don't have 8 distinct characters total, right? So this is how we solve this question. Let's run this. uh, okay, we haven't defined the push here, so let's define it here itself. Let's submit it. This can be written in one line also, but yeah, this is just for simplifying purpose. Hope you understand it. Okay, the time complexity would be O of 26 plus O of n, right? So the time complexity is O of n, and is the length of, string, and the space complexity is O of 26 because we have taken this extra vector for storing all the characters. So yeah, that's just how the time and space complexity. Hope you understand it. Thank you so much.